dark.
Okay, so you guys are sitting in the rooms here, and so the officer wants to talk more to the marshal here. Give me some details on what happened here.
I was looking to bring him back for questioning on his ties with the Black Sun, and again update the Imperials, and update the Imperial Army upon its whereabouts and its plans for Tatooine. But he happened to anticipate my arrival, and he ended up locking me away. And it wasn't until I had come across, I'm gonna look over my shoulder and make sure, like, you know, like none of them are like listening to me. This ragtag bunch of fighters. If they hadn't shown up, I would have probably been stuck there forever. The sick fuck was experimenting on some of the sand. I guess the Tusken Raiders within the area, families, women, children, everything. Something had some kind of liquid he'd used slowly kill off and paralyze the bodies. And like that datapad says right there, I believe they're going to put that same substance inside of the water tower, like they say they're planning to do. Which is why when I first got here, I made my way immediately there without hesitation.
Okay, so he leans back, and you can see he crosses his fingers and puts his feet back up on the desk. He's trying to read you if you're full of shit or not. He obviously sees the information, so that's going to give a boost, but you guys could have falsified this. But he's going to do a perception check on you.
Could have slipped a point.
Triumph!
So he has a triumph looking at you, and he closes his eyes. He's like, all of a sudden he just quickly snaps. He puts his feet on the ground, and he stands up. He hands you your information. He calls over two of the Imperial officers. He's like, I want you to escort this man to the water tower. This seems to check out. Just better be safe than sorry on this. You're free to go, Marshal.
Thank you, sir.
What's the difficulty on the computer check?
It's going to be average with a black, because he has had previous damage. So
Okay.
something tragic could go wrong again.
I'm going to flip.
As you get up, though, Marshal, you do notice that the time now is actually 21:30. So you do have. It's going to take you at the half hour to get back to the water tower.
Yep.
Can I try to like not like outrun the troopers, but try to like set a good pace for them to run by, so we're not just like hobbling through the streets?
You can, but they're slowly walking behind you.
Slow down, we'll get there.
Do I see the Marshal start to leave?
You do, yeah.
Oh, Marshal! Good to see you again. I just want you to know, I've got a couple of good eyes on that distillery you're interested in. Wink, wink.
I'm taken back for a bit, and then I go, I just nod and smile, and kind of mouth out the words "thank you," and continue heading on.
Okay, so at this point we'll have you out there with a couple troopers, and you can move them. Every encounter you can move them forward 5, which represents 10 minutes. So I'll have you guys right
Encounter?
here. Well, sorry, not the encounter, but interactions.
Interrogation, so each person that talks, just 5.
Yeah, as you're walking. Okay, so he puts his feet back up on the desk. You had something to tell me there, flamboyant?
Why, yes, I'm Geraldo Nahario. I heard that there was an order placed for a birthday bash.
Not here. You got the wrong place.
Sure? I'd go to the Imperial Barracks.
Well, you got some bad information. He snaps his fingers at the stormtroopers. Get him out of here. Take your droid with you.
I was looking so forward to, you know, well, okay, I guess I'll be off. And he'll pick up the peep droid and I'll start to step on out.
Okay, so you guys are outside, but you do see them are down the road here a bit. Okay, so the 2 droids are brought in first, and the Imperial officer sits back and he's like, this ought to be good. What's your programming designation? What are you guys doing here?
Well, 45 steps up, says, I'm 45, I am a political droid.
Who is your owner?
My owner is Jack Harar.
Does he have paperwork for you?
He has all the paperwork for me, yes.
And what's your story there?
I am a soldier droid. I fought in wars, and I'm also a medic.
Well, do you have an owner?
I'll just say about Geraldo. Master Geraldo is my owner.
What, that fellow there, that flamboyant boy that just left out here there?
As soon as you say flamboyant, I just like, yes.
Alright then. Well, what do you guys know of this water issues?
Apparently, humanoids need it.
Get a load.
Yes, funny droids. Typical droids. Useless.
I'll be like, okay, I'll be on my way, sir. And I'll try and walk to the door.
The officer puts his hand on your shoulder and escorts you back to your
You
cell.
there, stop. Alright, let's go.
Well, you got anything good to say there? Before you go back to
I
your
am
cell?
45. I am a political droid.
So he's like, obviously we're getting nowhere with these boys. So he sends them back, sends you guys back. He's like, bring me out that Clatoonian loudmouth.
It's dog face.
So he takes a, you can
2.0.
you can see him there taking a drink of water as he has his feet up on the desk as he pulls you out and he's like, alright, lay it on me.
Alright, which one of you is the good cop and which one of you is the bad cop? I don't have time to waste. We got things to do.
He's like, well, I can be the good cop or the bad cop. What do you gotta tell me?
Bitch. I don't want to hear it. Listen, we've had a very long time, or I'm sorry, very busy week. Listen, you've got my data pad. You've talked to the marshal. It's clearly with us. There's a coup going to happen on the water station very soon. Like, literally very soon.
Yeah, we got people checking that out.
Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, just like you had people working there before this happened. Yeah, you've already been infiltrated. It's not a good sign.
Well, you seem like you got things figured out, don't you?
Boy, you don't have any idea. I've been around a long time doing a lot of things. Been on your side, been on my side. Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, I've seen your type too, and know-it-all Clatoonians walking out of the desert asking for water and food. Yeah, I've seen your type.
Yeah, I'm gonna level with you, alright? Listen, you've got a bad situation going on in your city right now. We've been hired, contracted to assist in this situation. There was a team before us. They clearly were unsuccessful or at least incompetent. Whichever one of those. I don't know. Probably both. At the end of the day, what needs to happen is if you care about your own city, we have to get out there and help.
His eyes narrow. Puts a comm on the table. You see it's beeping. He's like, answer it.
I give him like 1,000-yard stare. You know, like we're checking each other. You know, like I've been around. Who's gonna break first?
Answer the comm.
Who's on the comm?
So you talk on there, and apparently it is actual communication for your ship has been fueled, and you must report to Spaceport Control for the payment of 200 credits.
So did everyone who has access to the comm get that comm signal?
They would have, yeah.
I canceled the comm. I don't want to hear that message. he and I are having an exchange right now. Like, he and I are staring each other down. We're trying to, like, who's the stronger person or whatever. Like, I don't care. Narratively, whatever you want to do.
So he's like, you got a ship, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it yours?
Say again?
Is it your ship?
What's that?
He's like, don't play smart with me.
What
And he
makes
gives-
you say that?
He gives
Listen,
a
we've
look,
got a-
towards the troopers, and
we've
they
got a-
begin to crowd in around you.
Alright, yeah, I got a ship.
Whose is it?
It's not my ship.
I've never known a Clatoonian to own a ship.
It's not my ship, right? It's one of our party members' ships. Listen, we don't have time for this conversation. Honestly, seriously, your people are in danger. Trying to do a job. You've split our team up, right? We were a team assigned here by the first team that came here. We just want to get the shit done. We've experienced an awful lot of loss with other people on the planet, including Tusken Raiders, Sand People, so on and so forth. Like, we've seen some atrocities. All we want to do is save this city and the populace here from the same fate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hear the rest of your people's stories, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with you guys.
I bet you will. I'll see you later.
He takes them back and puts you in the cell.
As we're walking, Geraldo's gonna make another check to try to program that music. He's just fiddling with things like, damn droid, I'm gonna have to do all sorts of work to you.
Krell, you hear a bit of a rustling coming from outside your door, or outside your window there. You can hear like tinkering sounds.
I call and I'm like, hello? And I look out the window and I try to see if I see anything.
Okay, well, you see the mask of Kanan there, looking in, and he's like, stand back.
All right, I
No.
stand against the wall.
No.
And you see the like little charges go off around your windows, like, and it blows out. He's like, "Come on, let's go."
I chuckle. I'm like, all right. And I hop out and I extend my cuffs. I'm like, you get these things off me.
And he's gonna try to do a skullduggery check on that. We'll see if he does it.
By some miracle.
Not today.
Rip.
Yeah, shit. We don't got time with this. You can hear us.
I did that by mistake.
You can hear grinding of feet coming towards you guys. And he's like, "Go,
I'm like,
go, go,
all right,
go,
we'll
go!"
worry about it later. And I take off.
So you guys run over and hide over here. Okay, at this point we hear the stormtrooper goes, and in here, everyone else in the barracks hears a alarm go off that there's been a breach. Okay, so you guys see it. You get approached by this group right here.
Hey, hey, Riker.
He kind of like looks up from his half-dazed state, like, what? Huh?
We should probably get inside
Inside what?
the water tower.
Why? What? He kind of
Well,
looks
if we
around and he spots the party. Oh, I don't see any reason to. We did our job.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if we don't make sure the water tower is kept safe, I don't think we get paid. So
I was promised credits too. He kind of shuts up as the people get near. Like, anyway, Flint, did you have that hyperdrive attenuator? I don't know. I didn't go to school.
So the female Bothan approaches Flint here. She's like, "Who accepts the paperwork? I have my credentials right here," and she holds up official-looking papers.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check to make sure they're official papers. Okay. I'm gonna fail this.
Ooh.
Okay, so looking over the papers, everything seems to be absolutely perfect. And she just stands there staring at you, and is there a problem?
Maybe one of them was not smart enough and left a black sun patch on, or I could see it through a cloak.
There you go. You gave me something. There's
There
a
you
triumph. You see around one of these female greenskins here that she has a little black sun necklace on.
And pull my com and kind of go over to hey, yeah, you, Mr. Flamboyant, yeah, the Black Sun are going into the water tower at the moment, so, you know, if we could get some help down here, that would be great.
As I'm a droid, am I like in me kind of thing, you know, hardwired into me? Can I shout to myself as I've just like received this information? Try and get the stormtroopers' attention and tell them that there's Black Sun there.
Everybody in the
a-
group is going to hear this
Yeah,
communication.
it's a party-wide comm. The Nexu has flown the coop. The Nexu has flown the coop.
But
That's what I'm-
next
sorry.
we don't fly.
Wait, I call over to Kanan and I'm like, all right, we gotta go. And we start booking it to
So
catch up.
you guys,
That's cool.
you do an athletics check. Caden's going to follow yours, and it's going to be difficult for getting there within as the party to meet the initiative.
All right, well I succeed, but I'm a little winded, so I take one strain.
Okay, and Kanan's right behind you. You guys have run. You guys catch up. You're just coming around the corner, and you see Geraldo and the peep droid at the back
All
side.
right, I'm like, Geraldo.
Yes, baby.
And I pull on my hands to extend so you could see the chain of the cuffs quite clearly. And I'm like, here, can you cut these with something?
Whoa. Geraldo stops for a moment, and then he reaches back and he takes the vibro axe off of his back. All right.
I'm
I
like,
hope
be
you
gentle,
trust
and
me.
I wince.
All right, I want you to go up against the wall and raise your hands above your head.
That's
Put
what
them
I
up
do.
against the wall and spread those cheeks.
Okay, well
I
you
put
guys
my
are
hands against the wall.
doing that. We're gonna have everybody else here roll for initiative, and you guys can roll and fall into the initiative order as you come in.
Oh,
Oh, one success.
did it.
Did it.
Kablang!
But it doesn't actually. It doesn't. I don't think it actually. I hit it, but I don't. I don't get a chance to sunder. I guess.
Well,
I
you
just
don't
use
sunder it, do you? Isn't the check not to? I mean, it was to break it, right? Wasn't
Yeah,
I
Sunder
don't
would
think you
Sunder
do
would break
Sunder
it,
on that.
but let's just notably move forward. You guys tell how that happened.
I think.
All right, so since I take 2 strain from almost shitting myself.
Yeah, I was going to say you actually shit yourself from fear.
Yeah. And he just takes the Vibrax in one hand and just
How did
swings
you
all
do
his
that?
weight back, and then with the beat he just goes, "Oh yes, smash!"
Oh my god.
I would love to hit him.
I kind of wish you would have.
Just, oh no,
out of his
he was like,
misery.
hit him in the head.
I just wiped the sweat from my brow and pulled out that pristine new rifle. I'm like, oh, well, time to get it put to use.
Okay, so Borden's up first, or first PC.
So I have a quick question. So, is anybody inside of the water tower?
There is
Eshka.
one staff person. Eshka has pushed her way through.
Alright, is there any way I can get inside of it from where I currently am?
No, you would have to push through all these people.
Let's see here. Do any of them have weapons drawn at all, or are they just standing around?
They're just standing around, but you can see they got their hands on their weapons, but they're not drawn.
Okay. Like I got a playing character. Is this cover right here, or would this count?
The edge of
Inside
the wall?
building?
Yeah.
I'm going to run up to cover, and I'm going to say, Imperial Marshal Borden Sartoris, along with several stormtroopers. If you want to live, lay down your arms right now, and submit to arrest. If you don't, we will take your lives. Just make it loud and clear. I don't know if that's a coercion check or what.
Coercion.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. One success, then a triumph. One
No.
threat.
Okay, so you tell them to throw their weapons down.
Submit
So
to arrest.
okay, so they God, with the triumph and all that success. I can't say they don't. Okay, we'll say one of these groups here, these 3 here, they throw their weapons to the ground. You see them into the sand, but they also one of them reaches over and closes the door in behind them.
Oh, that's scum. I guess that's my turn, because that's my action, and
Okay, so Eshka's gonna have a free move. She runs over to the console. And she's going to do a mechanics check.
she failed. Yes!
Okay, so she's ticking away at the computer there, and you don't know what happens, but for her, she bashes the console. Obviously, things aren't working out, but then she realizes that, oh, maybe this is it. She's sitting there trying to crack the code information, but she's going to get a boost dice on her next attempt. Okay, so who's up next?
Anyone else want to take it?
Well, Mr. Mack wants to do something real quick. It's a 45. It's here in the barracks.
I'll take the last one.
Okay.
Shut that klaxon off.
Wait,
Max
so Mr.
rattles his
Are you
tin
guys
cup.
still in combat, or can I?
You can do stuff. I mean, that's fine.
Well, I want to just see if I can call a guard over. So I walk over here and I say, excuse me, officer, Imperial officer.
Ready to talk now?
I have a communication device with some very strange comms chatter. I think you may want to have a listen. So I just reach out and I hand him the small comms device that I have in my hand, and it's the communication chatter of what's going on over at the water tower.
So he reaches out, he's like,
All right, let's have
and he
it.
pulls the comm from you, and you can see him holding it up to the side of his helmet, and he's listening. And he lets out a whistle. Like a few of the stormtroopers look up, and they all begin marching out.
All right, droid. You don't seem to be in trouble. We're gonna let you guys go. Take your Clintunian friend with you. Here's your stories checked out.
So your cell's
Thank
open.
you, sir.
Can I say that what I want to do when I walk by that stormtrooper is like as unthreatening but more threatening, I guess. Not where I'm gonna get in trouble, but I kind of like bump his shoulder. I'm like, hey, yeah. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate your work.
Doing my job. Civic service.
I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Alright, I guess I'll go next if anyone objects. It's fine.
These guys are all outside.
Gordon's roundup.
They also have all their guns on the ground. apparently.
Yeah, they've thrown their
Well,
weapons
I don't
down.
think. Oh, I thought that these three did, but the Aquilish didn't.
No, well, there's a triumph, so I'm just gonna have everyone throw their weapons down.
I'm so sorry.
I don't even know what I'll do. I'll just fucking shoot one of them anyway.
Truck
What?
2.2.
So you're
I'll
gonna
shoot.
you're gonna shoot
Nah, I
an
know
unarmed
that.
Aqualash?
That's messed up, man. I wouldn't do that.
This guy's got nuts
I
for
guess
a
I
chin,
just-
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
if someone's inside, you can probably.
I
Think of it as
guess that
chin
I
nuts.
just go up. I go up to him and tell him. I'll try to charm him, but I'll tell him if he picks up his gun and fights for us, then I'll let him be free.
Okay, it's gonna be a difficult flip the token discipline check for me.
Alright,
I
this
think that
one's
was
fine.
that one was on us.
Yeah, it was one success.
It was that
one
right there, yeah.
Advantage. Yeah. So 3 success. So it did succeed with 3 advantage.
Okay, so
So-
you wanted to do what? You wanted to...
I want him to make him fight for us.
He just looks at you, he's like...
What's he fucking Scooby Doo or something?
Pretty much.
All right. Well, now we got him working for us.
Okay.
Do we-
He essentially holds his hands out. He wants credits, but...
So, well, you guys know there's one still inside, right? You gonna go do something about that, or what?
Did they have a weapon?
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like we need to give them the business. Gerardo, whoever's nearby notices that Gerardo pauses a moment and stops to look at the 3 hot Falleen women, but then he stops himself and he pushes through, moves to the door, and he'll try to open it.
And the door is locked.
You know, I'm gonna try something entirely different. Gerardo's gonna take his vibro axe. He's gonna try to fucking bash that fucking door down.
Oh, nice.
You got him.
So that's 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay, so you smash that door in, and it smashes back and forth, and you see the Bothan standing over at the computer terminal there, and she startles for a second, but she's extremely determined. You can see her tapping away. She's working away at that computer furiously.
Hello, beautiful.
She doesn't take notice. So who's up next?
I guess I'd take up the last slot.
Okay,
Riker literally stands there.
does
That is
nothing.
my action. Yes. He breathes heavily. That is my action.
Okay,
You
so
breathe so hard.
the Fallen are going to grab their weapons, and they begin attacking Geraldo. So they're
Don't try to gang up on me all at once.
That's pretty harsh.
Dude, I just
Yep.
worked that out. I'm like, that's such a good way to make money.
Is this guy by here gonna lay in? Geraldo?
So they give a black dice to the next person, but the shots all miss. They're all bumping each other, grabbing their weapons quickly, and they're just blasting as they're standing up. And Geraldo quickly can jump through the door, jumping for cover as they're shooting. They give a black dice to the next PC, which would be Trog.
Oh yes, go ahead, gang up on me all at once. Oh shit.
Shots are blasting all around. But the Aqualash here, he just steps back. He's not attacking nobody at this point.
So, Mac, do you want to do something?
I think we
I
should
thought it
probably
was-
have you guys right here-ish.
I thought it would be like 2 turns before you'd be there.
Yeah. Well, you guys Give me a, we'll go here and then we'll just do an athletics check. If you guys succeed that, a difficult athletics check will put you just rounding the corner of the junk shop.
Got horrible athletics. We'll try.
I did it with threat.
So it causes you 3 strain, but Jakar does make it. He's just turning the corner here, and that will be the end of your turn. Next turn you'll be able to join in. So you do see this going down as you come puffing around the corner. And we'll have Mr. Mac do his now. I believe, oh, that was 1-on-1. I believe he'll be running in behind saying, "Wait for me, master!" Okay, so Mr. Max doesn't make it as far yet. Okay, so we go back up to the marshal.
Okay, so all the people that had laid down their guns are now...
They are armed,
firing.
yeah.
They are armed now, alright.
Yes.
Okay. Is there any way I can make it through, like, go around and try to get around them?
No, they're all right in front of the door. They obviously were having a big tussle with Geraldo in front of the door. You just see a bunch of blaster fire going off around the door as they're shooting randomly and madly towards him.
Okay. Yeah.
So they rush ahead here, and you can see they put your hand on your shoulder and
Step aside.
and they start unleashing hell onto them, blasting at these fallen here. So they do 11 damage.
See that shot there?
So one of them dies here from the stormtroopers.
That's how it's done.
Okay. So how many turns would it take to try to climb to the top of this thing using athletics?
I think it's going to be an athletics check just to get up. We'll call that your turn just to get there, and then you can use your maneuvers. It'll be it's going to be like 3 maneuvers to get all the way around. And so 4 turns.
4 turns? Okay. I don't think that's gonna be... Alright, so I'm going to, shimmer into view, and I'm going to open fire on the one closest to the door. And we hope for the best. And triumph. And 3 success. Yep.
So Triumph instantly kills one of them, and what's your base on your other weapon?
My base on the weapon is 8, plus... Oh, I forgot I had to roll a boost die, but the base is 8.
So you killed him then.
Can I use my maneuver to run towards the door, or is it still being blocked?
You can use a maneuver to go to the door, yeah.
Alright, cool. So 1, and is it open? Can I enter, or?
The door is open, yeah.
Alright, I'll spend 2 strain to move inside, so now I'm down 2.
Okay, so we'll go back to Eshka now, who is working away at the computer here. So she's going to do her computer check again.
Sure.
Oh my She is not feeling very successful.
Thank God, dude.
So you can see her, she smashes away at the board. She's like, "This isn't happening!" You can hear her screaming and yelling. She's pounding away at the computer. Okay, so at this point, I think you guys can push your way through, and we'll break initiative, because Eshka obviously is not going to be able to do anything. But out of the corner of your eyes, you guys do see this Kabaz over here, again, watching you. He actually has a little set of binoculars up, and he's watching you guys through it.
Can I take a pot shot at him?
Yeah, you can.
I got 9 damage. 9 damage plus 4 advantage, so I don't know what to do with the advantage, but...
Whoops.
Can the 4 advantage be that he's knocked prone? Alright. Then, I guess... Maybe can my advantage be that he gets the message that I just shot him and he will leave us alone.
Okay, so at this point you can see him turn and he runs and his cape flourishes like Batman as he runs away. And you don't see him again.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Okay, so at this point here, Eshka is staring at the computer. You can see her pounding away at the controls. She's like almost screaming, Well, screaming under her breath, I guess would be more appropriate.
Shoot her in the fucking leg.
Are we out of initiative, or?
We're broken initiative now.
Geraldo, throw an axe it.
So at this point, Kanan comes and pushes his way up through.
I'm gonna shout, I'm gonna just slowly walk up to her and then put the gun to the back of her head, just say, "You're under arrest." Just sigh.
She raises her hands and drops her little jump drive and a small vial that she had.
I'll pick up the vial.
She just looks over her shoulder and she's like, "Be careful with that."
Thanks for the warning.
You hear this yell come out across. "Eshka, what have you done?" Kanan comes running over towards her. She looks over her shoulder. "Kanan? I thought you said you were finished with these people." Tearing up, she says, "I had to do this. I had to try to finish the revenge for what they did to us. But them? Why? No. This is never going to do. What have you done? You've killed so many. It's nothing compared to what they've done to us. Killing our son. I'll never forgive him. Never." So at this point here, she pretty much surrenders. She says, "How is this going to go? What's going to become of this?"
I just shrug, saying, "I mean, you're alive, for one. And
So-
you didn't resist."
At this point, you guys hear a large grunting, grinding noise as a slug comes
no.
pushing past you,
Oh. Oh dear.
and a shot just blasts out and smokes Eshka, and he blasts her right in the back, and she cripples to the ground there. Kanan runs
it's
over and grabs
Timo?
her. It's Timo, yeah. You guys hadn't killed him at this point.
Oh, boss, we got him for you, just like you asked. Definitely, 100%.
So Kanan's holding Eshka, and you can see she's looking up, and Timo just looks over at the droid. He says in his big, thick Huttese that this witch was going to attempt to undermine him. He has enough trouble with the Imperials right now. He doesn't need this on his hands. So Kanan's holding her, and you can hear him talking quietly to her, and tears are running down her face, and he throws his mask across the side of the floor there. And you guys see this all unfolding before you. The stormtroopers begin moving in. Groups are all coming around.
45, please tell Timo of our situation in terms of our preservation of this area.
You want me to explain the entire situation?
Bloop, 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 yeah.
Bloop, bloop.
Okay, so you tell him your whole backstory and everything that transpired beyond that. And he wishes to invite you and the droid, which he believes still is in his service, to come back to the castle where we will be rewarded.
45.
With a death fight in the arena? All
Fuck
right.
that, 45, let's get out of here.
Let's get.
Geraldo will look to Timo. Look, we did you a great service. Why don't you... We don't want to be invited back to the palace right yet. But you know what we do want? We want to get the hell off this rock, and I want to get this collar off my neck.
You look good with collar on.
Well, I know it does Hey, wait a minute.
You're a good
Don't you
dancer.
try to flatter me. I know I am. Stop it. You're flattering me too much.
I need you to dance for a party.
Only if I'm paid this time.
You shall be paid handsomely, with spices as well.
And our party is free to leave when we want.
Oda will consider it and he'll be like, okay, you know what, I'll dance for your party, but I want my friends to go free, and I want all of our items and gear that you confiscated from us returned to us.
Very well then, it's a deal. He was quite taken by Geraldo's dancing. So as you guys are negotiating this, you see, if you're Marshall, you see Eshka has died now.
And I was like, okay.
And Kanan, he just stops for a second. You see him, he just looks up and he grabs his blaster. And he just fires straight at Timo. Begins shooting unleashing hell as much as that thing can go, firing at the slug. The stormtroopers come piling in and hiding behind him, and Timo just screams out, "Roar!" and he begins firing back. And this firefight is unleashing back and forth between them.
Do I know anything about Timo at all? Do I have any knowledge?
Yeah, all you know is that Bill and you fuck up continuity.
No, but he hates Imperials.
I think, narratively, I think Timo's got the better of Kanan on this one, and Kanan takes a few shots and gets blown back, and he's laying there holding his chest. Drops his gun.
I'm gonna stand in between Timo and Cannon. I'm just gonna say, stay down. Don't move.
He just drops his weapon.
This man has been through a lot recently. We need to be sensitive to that. I understand it's a tense situation right now. Now is not the time.
As
Timo,
as
please.
Jakarar tries to, be sensitive towards the situation, Riker in the background yells, "Where are my fucking credits?"
Well, didn't you just hear the giant slug? He said he's gonna pay me credits to dead.
What are your credits worth if you're dead? Let's go.
My ears perk up because I kind of recognize that guy's voice, but I try and make nothing of it.
So Timo's slugged his way out, and he's caught a bit of a what do you call it? A mag sled that they had nearby. There's other Clitunians there, and he had rushed ahead, as Huts do. They're so fast. But the other Clitunians, they're not taking too well to Jakar, and they push him back. So he makes his way up onto the sled, up a ramp, leaving his slug trail behind him. And but he does bellow out that he wishes that dancer be there soon enough. And he makes his way back to his palace, leaving you guys.
Come with me over here.
Okay.
The stormtroopers come in.
Alright, everybody's under arrest.
They're all looking around, pretty perplexed. They don't know what's going on.
Rhoda is going to,
sorry.
Rhoda will look to WD-40 and say, "Give me a hand with this." And he's going to do a medical check on the three falling. See if any of them are alive.
Yeah, narratively, they're all dead. There's no point doing the check.
45 turns to Jakarar and reiterates we should probably leave right away. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Absolutely. I'm with
Rhoda
you.
stands up.
Let's go.
Moving on you.
A single tear drops down the side of his cheek. Oh, such a waste of three beautiful women. Walks away.
Jakarar provides covering fire on the back end.
So the stormtroopers are inside here, and they begin talking to the marshal. They don't really. They saw what went down here. They have a pretty good idea, but it's just.
You know what's going on?
They begin waving, doing crowd control and all that type of stuff. But the main guy is
Can I pick up
approaching.
the USB drive on the ground as well, or is there anything else she dropped other than the vial? Because I kept trying to. I just wanted to say I got that in my hands.
No, that's all she had. She just had that. Her jump
vial,
drive
USB drive.
and the vial. Oh, sorry, the jump drive. Yeah.
Okay. Jump drive. Okay. Do the stormtroopers ask me any questions or anything? I'm just sort of standing there. I look really shocked and.
They're all just kind of looking around.
Boy, it's been a busy night. What the hell is going on here? I should have taken you guys at your word on this.
Yeah, you should have. He needs medical attention. I think just let me handle him. I'm gonna point to Cannon.
Okay, so they go over and do that. At this point, a few Imperial medical officers come running in and start checking out on everybody and stuff. But you're free to go at this point because you guys have proved obviously what you said was true, and you've helped thwart this issue. So I think you guys have been given a pardon for what you've done. You've also been given clearance, and they've paid for your fuel for your ship as payment for helping the Imperials here.
I'm just gonna before I leave, I'm gonna make sure they know. I'm gonna inform them that Cannon was the person who, I guess, gave us the information about the water poisoning, and any credit due for, I guess, the capture and the prevention of this is on his shoulders. And then I'll just walk out.
Okay.
And
they do want you to make a report at the barracks before you leave, so they can have this cleared up a little bit.
Okay. I'll head over there, I guess.
But you don't have to do that right away. Before you leave in the ship, so to speak.
Okay.
So the admin droid here recognizes you guys and it ushers you in immediately. But Geraldo has special privileges, if you will, to go to the green room, as it were, to prepare for his display, if you will. But you guys can make your way into Timo's throne room here. So you guys can... There's obviously more patrons in here, and there's also a bar over here with a droid that's serving drinks. Okay, Geraldo, it's time for you to do your thing, and everyone else can buy drinks and do whatever, but Geraldo's gonna got his sick beats gonna bust out, and then we're gonna get off this sand pit.
Alright. So Geraldo, he takes WD-40 out with him. And they head up onto the stage. He reaches over and he inserts the data chip into a WD-40. And he turns it on.
I go to the bar. I order Now Hut and Deathwater from the bar.
Oh, his music was broken, or what?
No, this is what he was trying to put into Peep this whole time. And he just said fuck it and put it into WD-40 instead.
Okay. Okay. Give us your dance performance. The hut's bobbing away. He's enjoying this in its simplicity.
Right. Coordination check. And I'm adding the force die. What's the difficulty? Oh.
You run and jump over the pit. Dance towards him.
These two
Sliding underneath.
Success, triumph. I'll use one of the success to cancel out the failure there. So these two cancel out. So that's going to be a triumph, a success, and one advantage. So he just busts out, starts dancing on the stage. WD-40's blaring the music through the speakers.
He's also, we'll say he's also patched. At this point in the Triumph, he finds a cord and plugs himself into the main audio system. And everything just comes alive. Essentially, he plugs in himself into the amplifier with the amp cable.
RPG victory music plays through the entire palace.
Across the whole of Mos Eisley.
Over that you hear screaming as the Aqualash gets crushed and by a large beast down in the pit.
Well, got 100 credits.
Okay, so you guys enjoy the night and make your way through, and in the morning you can depart on your way.